I'm Colonel Pete. I'm a 26-year Air Force veteran. I'm also the chairman of the U.S. Air Force Monument Planning Committee here in Redding, California, which is northern part of California. And I'm here to give you a progress update on how the monument fabrication process is going along. But before we do that, I wanted to give you a brief rundown on the history of the project. It was approved by the California Department of Veterans Affairs back in 2011. And since that date, we've formed a small committee. We've been working on fundraising. We designed what the memorial is going to look like ultimately. And today we're going to give you a little insight as to where we are in terms of completing the project and getting it fabricated. Behind me you can see the big aluminum eagle here. This is what caught my eye here at Eagle Iron Works. They fabricated this piece of artwork on their own. This is not my project. It's just something they had done, but I was so impressed with it, decided to go in and talk to them about doing our Air Force monument as well. So that's why we're here today. The design of our monument was done by Carl Turner, a local artist and Vietnam veteran. And as I've already said, Eagle Iron Works is doing the fabrication. So come on inside, we're going to take a quick look at how they're doing on the monument. So this is the inner sanctum of Eagle Iron Works. As you can see, they're very busy. They've got several bays here that they keep pretty active, doing all kinds of metal work and welding here. And I'm going to introduce you now to the owner of this collaboration. His name is, what's your name again? Steve Trammell. And this is his son Kai, who does all the work around here, of course. Steve, thanks for taking a few minutes to spend some time with us today and update everybody on the progress of the Air Force monument. Tell me a little bit about yourself, though, before we look at the monument.
I'm kind of old. I was around for Vietnam. I was in the Army, not the Air Force, but I'm proud as a dickens to be working on this project. And we've enjoyed getting to know Colonel Pete and the other people in it. And we're looking forward to having our name on this.
All right. I should mention that the plan right now is to have this project completed, fabricated by the summer, and then on Veterans Day, November 11th, 2017, this year, we plan on dedicating this monument out at the Northern California Veterans Cemetery, which is in Igo, California. So Steve, if you don't mind, if you and Kai would take us over to the fabrication table and tell us what you guys are up to. Now, the monument is basically in three pieces, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and those include the base that'll hold the next phase, which is the globe, and then around that is the earth is a contrail that reaches off into the heavens. I don't know if you can see this on camera or not, but there's a picture of ultimately what the monument's going to look like, the base, and then the globe, and then the contrail, okay? Now Steve's going to tell us what he's working on now and share some of his his activities here. Go ahead.
This is how the pieces of aluminum start. They're punched out in a 300-ton press, and then from that position they go to the English wheel to get their shape. Now we're working them on the English wheel to smooth them out and get the final curvature of it.
Of course, as we're filming, we have waste management garbage truck coming to empty the dumpsters over there, so we apologize for the noise. But kind of come in close here, and you can see how Kai uses this, what do you call it, English wheel? English wheel to actually hand shape these aluminum panels into the proper fit for the globe. He also builds up his muscles doing this as well.
Yes. He has to work them long ways first, and then he'll turn them sideways and get the actual curvature to the side. You can't shape both pieces at once. And
so you have to do this for how many pieces?
About 29 pieces.
About 29 pieces, and you shape each one, huh? And this is the old way of doing it. I mean, there's probably no better way to do it, is there?
No, this is as good as it gets. Unless we had lots of more equipment. We could move from the rough press to the final press, but that's really time consuming too.
Okay, can you then once that's shaped, show us what happens next? What do you do with it?
the next phase is, after they're shaped, we'll start trimming them, and then they'll get welded in once we're happy with the configuration. So all we're doing is making a half globe first, and then we'll make a second half.
And then you weld it all together.
It gets all welded together. We'll have MIG welding and TIG welding involved. TIG welding will be mostly on the outside when we start with the mountain ranges. The mountain ranges will be made out of a more solid material. This is 3/16. We'll probably come into 2-inch aluminum solid stock, shape it, and then grind it to conform to the mountains.
So you're going to show some geography on it.
We're going to have all the continents, we'll have all the estuaries, and we'll have the mountain ranges.
And the oceans,
And the
of course.
oceans.
Wow. So would you say this is the hardest part of the whole monument right now?
Well,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
working on?
I thought so, and that's why we wanted to start with the globe first, and it'll help our perspective also on the pyramid.
Okay.
And,
So what would be next after you finish the globe?
Oh, we're going to go to the contrail.
Oh, to the contrail.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
And save the simple base for the last.
So the contrail is going to be tricky because that wraps around the globe, and then it twists also
Yeah.
at the same time as it goes off into the heavens.
Well, we're excited about it. You know, man ultimately goes off into the heavens, so we'll be excited about the contrail eventually. But the globe was the first thing I want. I want to see the shape.
Absolutely, and it's kind of exciting now to see it. Kai, come on into the picture here, and what do you think about working on it? I think you like doing artistic work. What?
Yes, I do. It's nice to make something that's never been made before.
Yeah. Now you did a lot on the eagle out there that we looked at when we came in.
All the good parts.
So that was quite an achievement in and of itself right there. I know you and your dad
Yeah.
both worked on that together. Well, okay. Is there anything you wanted to add, Steve? Is that about it on the globe?
Well, I think that's pretty good. We've covered it up. It would be nice to have you come back and see more progress. We need to start working at least 30, 40 hours a week on this thing to get it done and stay on track for time-wise and schedule.
Well, great. We really appreciate both
Thank
you and your son Kai for all your
Thank you.
patience, because there's been a lot of ups and downs on this project that we've gone along, but I think we're finally rolling in the right direction here. So
We're happy.
we'll plan on coming back in a couple weeks and get an update and share it online with all our viewers.
The biggest update is I'm going to be 70 in May, and it's time to get this job done.
Here, here, and retired. Steve got a camp up in the mountains now, so he's excited about that. All right, thank you very much
Thank you.
again. Have a great day, guys. Kai,
you.
see you later. Okay, we're going to head on out of here and let them get back to work. I would encourage you, if you're interested in the project, want to learn more about it, or make a donation. We have engraved pavers you can order as well. Go to our website. It's www.usairforcemonument.com. Or you can call me at 530-347-6431. And we'll be back in touch with you in a couple of weeks and put up another update for your viewing pleasure. Thanks a lot. We'll see you all later.